Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mega March. Today we are joined once again by John and Zach from Grab Shiny. Hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
Alright, good to have you guys again. And together we watched episode 21, The Day the Moon
Night
Fell.
the sun flew.
Tell it to get back here. We need it.
Come back.
So, alright, just right out of the gate, the first thing you see is just Proto Man coming up, and he's just talking shit. Like, to these guards, and he's just joking, and he's having a good time.
It's great. And then, like, the other Master Robots, did you notice, like, they're all, like, throwaway boys? There's Shadow Man, there's Quick Man, there's Cut Man. There's a lot of Master Robots. It's just ready to kill at long range. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's like Proto Man was just like, take him down, boys, and they just threw all the things at those robots.
Yeah. Dude, did you notice that the guard robots were just like those stereotypical, emergency help, destroyed, like those types?
Error. Send help.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
yeah, it was silly. Weird.
It was really excessive to bring as many Master Robots to take him out as they did, really.
Yeah, they went overboard.
Proto Man probably could have handled it by himself.
He could have, but man, we get some sweet action. Like, you said Shadow and Quick. It was really cool to see them, but there was there's something about their faces. I think it's the giant googly anime eyes mixed with the Western style nose. It just looked really weird.
Quick Man especially to me.
Quick Man especially, yeah.
Like the googly as hell, especially when he doesn't have the boomerang on his head. He just looks
he's just red dome boy.
Yo.
But there's also Dark Man, and
right,
yeah,
such
he's
a cool
boss
addition.
robot, right? Like,
yeah, he's the
one of the Wily.
He's like the
main bad.
He's the in Mega Man 5.
Okay, it was
he's in the Proto Man castle because it's
in the Dark Man. Don't they absorb
different
or something
the different
like that?
version? Well, each time you fight him, it's he's got a different sort of body, one of them's on treads.
Yeah.
But and then it turns out that the Proto Man, spoiler for Mega Man 5, it turns out that the Proto Man that's the bad guy in that was actually Dark Man wearing a disguise. So seeing Proto Man and Dark Man working together in this is kind of surreal.
Yeah. It's crazy. Because Dark Man was still made by Dr. Wily, I think, right? And that's,
yeah.
It's
still a
wasn't
Wily
exactly bad. He just did good things on the side. He just didn't want to. I don't know.
Proto Man kidnapped Dr. Light, but it wasn't Proto Man. It was Dark Man disguised as Proto Man. Yeah, so it was a big frame job.
I mean, how would he easily lose a scarf, right? That thing is tied so tight around him. in actuality, there's no way to leave it behind as evidence.
He wears more scarf than he wears armor.
God. So they, I think they're they're flying, right? And Mega Man goes to stop them after they steal some parts.
Oh, yeah, hold on. When they go in to steal the parts, Gutsman is gonna knock over the thing, and Darkman's gonna grab it. Dude, Gutsman got some hops. He jumps all the way up there and grabs the top like it's nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good.
At some point, so I think it's Gutsman's about to throw something, and someone, I think it's Darkman, says, "You pitch, I'll catch."
Yep.
And I swear he did not say "you pitch, I'll catch." I was like, "Whoa, did you just say you bitch, I'll catch?"
It's I'll rewind it.
I did. I was like, "Whoa, that did not sound right."
I took it as more of a he was kind of hitting on him, He's like, "I'll catch."
I'm ready for it, Gutsman. Gutsman I imagine that's the time Gutsman should hang, and there's that awkward look on his face, and it just the camera, because Gutsman's really good at giving those looks. It's just what the fuck,
with that shovel chin, it's just so easy for those looks.
Sometimes that shovel chin juts out a little too far too at some angles.
Doesn't even make sense how far it's going.
How big is this thing? Accurately.
Big enough.
Big enough for you, Dark Man.
So yeah, you mentioned they like they fly away. They get in like the helicopter or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Mega Man comes up behind him and starts shooting at him. And every time you see Mega Man's face, biggest smile that I've ever seen. He's just so happy to be shooting
He's
these
playing
guys.
cops and robbers right now, man, in the sky. That is super hype. He's just standing on top of Rush and just shooting away.
All that goofing off. That's probably why he lost.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
It's good to see Mega Man lose from time to time because it doesn't continuously undermine that these are master robots. You know?
Yeah, and it's like, you know, this guy, you know, he's not invincible.
Yeah.
It's just usually his opponents are really stupid.
And I love how Cutman just always calls him the Blue Dweeb.
The Blue Dweeb!
Every time. It's so good.
Cutman, why do you gotta rub it in that I'm colorblind?
And then, like, they got away, right? What happens after that?
Mega Man falls, you know, like, he's like, I'm falling.
Yeah.
And that's how he gets defeated and everyone gets away. And then there's a scene transition, and any scene transition that starts with just Wily laughing, you know it's gonna be a good scene.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this one was. It just, shows the castle and then...
Right.
Oh, it was so good.
Wily is already pretty crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this episode is really like when you're like, I don't know if you're stable anymore. Like, even for a crazy villain. I think his master robots are kind of like, I don't know if we should be working for this guy.
Sounds kind of crazy. He's explaining his plan, and he's like really good at juggling also.
Yeah, I wrote here, I put, not only is Wily a straight up terrorist, but he also juggles.
Yeah, it's really well. Dude, if you just watch his eyes go back and forth, like left and right, it's really fucking funny.
To be clear, his plan here is to grab the moon, pull it closer,
and just
pretty much cause the apocalypse, right?
Yeah,
Destroy all life on Earth, so that way he can rebuild it and control it.
Yeah.
You could just feel the master robots when he's telling the plan, like, I don't... They weren't even questioning him, right? Wasn't Proto Man like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's what you want to do?
And he starts, like, enacting his plan, and then it just shows, like, the repercussions of what's happening. Like, the tidal wave just eats that couple.
Yeah.
That one guy gets just blown away in the tornado.
and then that bridge starts collapsing with the school bus on it.
Oh my god, that's the best scene!
Okay, hold on. You guys sound very passionate about this scene.
Oh, dude. And then pushing the bus, and like Megaman's like, I'm low on power. Megaman just came back from the lab. Like, is he powered by the sun? Is that canonical?
Wait, even before that,
In the games, yes, he is powered by the sun, or that's what the Buster is powered by.
even before that, Rush is talking to him, trying to push the bus with him.
Uh-huh.
And I guess it's Rush's voice actor trying to do like a more like I'm straining voice that he doesn't usually have to do. And he just sounds like he's vomiting the whole time.
Yeah.
What is happening?
It's so good. And not only is there the vomit scene, then like Eddie comes out of Rush. Eddie's green. And I was like, this is probably going to be the weirdest thing that happens. No. He jumps on the bus. He's like, Eddie, I need some energy. He pops up and I'm like, oh, he's going to toss like an E-tank at Mega Man. No, he just pisses into Mega Man's mouth.
The view of Mega Man just slurping and just
He's so happy.
he's all about
It's
it.
like this little PR coming, man. Just all this green going into Mega Man's mouth, dude. And John's like, dude, I made a gif of that immediately.
It was so good.
I can't believe they did this.
Man, you guys took that scene way different than me.
How did you
see it? Like,
Well, just no. I mean, that part, sure, but that's not the important thing that I wrote down. Because you know, like, I like at this point, I was just like kind of sticking to what was going on because I was like, Rush needs a backpack full of energy cans. Oh, there's Eddie, you know. And
Surprise.
then meanwhile, in
was
Grab's
Eddie
Shiny
just
World,
doing?
it's like he's pissing in his mouth.
Freedom Mega Man's mouth. Why was Eddie designed to do this?
I don't know, but Eddie also had a little umbrella on his head. He looked really cute.
Yeah, this is a weird scene.
Did you notice that when they left, Mega Man was like, "Come on, Rush, we can still save the day. Let's go." And leave Eddie there on a collapsing bridge.
Oh, there's quite a few scenes that happens, and Rush either like just stands there or he slowly walks off screen, and it doesn't cut fast. It's like the slowest thing. It's like we need to pass for time. Make Rush walk really slow. Oh god.
Oh man.
So then Mega Man sneaks back to the Skull Fortress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's the first time him going to the Skull Fortress.
Right.
Yeah.
And just
He's going back for another confrontation.
because there's a big giant laser shooting at the moon from it. So I'm sure he's like, yeah, that
Right.
must be it.
And they're like, there's an
Yeah,
intruder.
found it.
How? And it shows the
Yeah.
gigantic laser coming from the moon, pointing right to the lab. How did they find us? I don't know.
And I think it's really cool that Mega Man copies Quick Man from his leg. You know, that's not something you see normally, because he reaches up and
Yeah.
grabs his leg while he's in this like electric net. Because like, oh, Mega Man, we're gonna throw you off a building.
Oh,
You're gonna
dude.
explode.
Before
Yeah.
he even gets caught in that net, Rush like attacks one of those bat things and just
Oh, yeah.
rips his wing off. It's so
And then it
violent.
explodes.
Yeah, the
it's
baton tongs come out.
It's a
Yeah.
very violent scene.
It is actually kind of crazy how the wings just rip off. Like, it's not like a metal separating on metal. It's like a fleshy rip. It's like, oh my
like
god.
a dog ripping
Oh,
apart
no.
a
And
bat.
Quick Man just punishes them and murders Rush.
Yeah, he knocks him off.
And then the camera doesn't follow. Mega Man's like, oh, Rush! I'm just like, can we at least get some clarification if Rush is like alive right now? That'd be
You know what
kinda
happens
happy.
when you fall off the screen.
You're just dead, man.
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh, we were talking about Gutsman reactions. One of them happens during the net, and he's just swinging them around. Gutsman
Right.
says something, and Mega Man's just like, he didn't program you for laughs or whatever
Right,
jokes.
because Mega Man's caught in the small net and Gutsman's sort of holding it. And what does Gutsman say? I think I wrote it down. Oh, he says something. Mega Man says something about him not being smart or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Gutsman just is like, what? Like, he is so fucking angry and astonished that he would be disrespected in such a way. Because he has him in the
Come
net,
to
and
my house.
he's like, how dare you talk to me like this when you're in the net? And then 5 seconds later,
Yeah.
he's swinging around and getting out.
Because it does one of those cameras where it's just like, it's just zoomed on his face basically. And he's just looking at Mega Man. It's so good.
Oh man. So Mega Man copies Quick Boomerang. He uses the boomerang to get himself free, you know.
Right.
There we go. That's exactly what all that led to. Oh man.
And then they head back to the lab,
Mhm.
but they don't. But the episode's not long enough yet, so we need lava to break into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess they need to stretch for time. So,
It's
Yeah,
earthquakes
well,
happening. I was
they-
like, was lava really that close to happening right
Well, no,
there?
they said Dr. Light does in a throwaway line. He's like, "This basement wasn't, it was made for storage." So they're underground.
Were they storing lava? Were they that low in the ground? I
Have
don't
you
know,
ever been?
man.
Have you ever been to Mega Monsteropolis?
God.
There's lava everywhere.
There's just-
But did you notice that when the lava's coming in, everybody just kind of standing there as casually as they can be,
Yeah,
like
it's
they're just
just
shooting it by the
flowing.
water cooler.
Continuously. They stop it too. And I'm just like, how did that stop it? What is keeping you from like just repatching the wall, keeping
Yeah.
that lava flow from just flowing through again
Right.
immediately?
If it
I-
broke through the wall, how
The
is
first
that
time.
saving it?
Yeah. You
Well,
didn't
I-
reinforce the wall. It was just like there's so much more wall room for that lava just to come through.
You know, I think Roll is just extremely overpowered. You know, she uses a fan and it cools lava.
Dude,
you know,
she's like Blizzard Man,
might
basically.
Yeah, she might be the strongest one.
It was pretty crazy. It just like it was so silly though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and then they watched that video.
Sillier.
Right?
Yeah, they watched the video. Young Dr. Light is just Jumpman, and young Dr. Wily is Christopher Lloyd. Like, that's just all.
Jesus, yeah.
This is the funniest scene in the whole thing because it's showing Dr. Wily stealing the capacitor from him, and Dr. Light is so shocked that this happened so long ago.
And he's had this video for
years. He got robbed and was never at any point like, I should check that videotape.
The excuse was, we were burglarized.
Yeah, and then he goes straight to it. Yeah, and then, okay, so he's had this video footage for years, knowing that Wily, you know, is a bad guy because he's monologuing directly to the security camera. And
well, then, you know, he doesn't check him, apparently, I guess.
It's true, you gotta talk to someone. But, like this happened, there's video proof, and yet he works with him years later to create robots. His robots get stolen and start to take over the world. Like, how did you not see this coming? And his name is Wily.
He just never put two and two together, man.
I have to imagine after he watched it, like, the real reaction would be like, oh, I guess that makes perfect sense, actually. Of course it was.
You know, all these betrayals make a lot more sense if I actually looked at all this leading up to the events.
Yeah, if I actually had a conversation with this guy, I probably would have realized he's nuts.
But that's when it does a hard cut back to Wily. I'm gonna destroy the world and take it back over. What?
Did you see the faces he was making during that?
No. Oh my god!
Man.
Like, like when he's talking right behind his like lights back, like it'll be okay. And like the camera's like zoomed in on his face for some reason.
Yeah.
So
but when Wily is like gloating to Proto Man, he's like, "Oh, you know, my plan's great." He's making these faces, and I forgot what movie it is, but it's the movie with the Siamese cats. It's a cartoon movie with the Siamese cats, and they have like these very stereotypical looking faces. And that's just what Wily looks like in this scene.
I can't remember what that cat movie is. It has like
you
the
know what I'm
orange
talking about, right?
cat and the white cat, and like they have like that dancing scene with cats and shit. One's playing like
I think so.
piano. It's that same movie, I think.
Yeah.
And the Siamese cats are they're of an ethnic origin.
If you please.
Yes. Yeah, I'm like, this is a little much. I didn't notice that as a kid. I was just like, Siamese cats are awesome.
Dude, the faces he's making, like the whole time, I was like, he's just one of the Siamese cats.
Oh no, Wily, you can't appropriate that. That's messed up. You can appropriate the world, but not people's culture, dude.
I mean, if he destroyed all the world, you know,
I guess he'll make his own culture.
Make his own culture with Siamese cats everywhere.
Yeah, Wilyism. But Mega Man has a stealth suit now. You know, it's just.
Oh my god, the stealth suit.
It's just there.
He just had it all along. Not sure why he doesn't take it on all
missions. It also comes with like a handy glider. Like, there's just a glider attached to it.
You would imagine it would take more energy too, but no one comes and pisses in his mouth again. He just I guess it's just a way more efficient.
There's a scene transition. You don't know what happened.
That's true.
Oh man, there's just a dedicated like Eddie vending machine at the fucking light laboratory. Just gets one.
Oh man.
Oh, this really bothers me because he's going back there to steal the plot capacitor.
The plot capacitor.
And he goes to grab it, and he gets like electrocuted by it, and it breaks his stealth suit. And then you know, action ensues. And then like 5 seconds later, he just grabs it again. And it doesn't even shock him. It's like, what changed there?
Yeah,
his stealth suit was turned off.
I mean, is that what it
maybe it overloaded it? Yeah, like he did say something about that, but like it's weird. But that's also when Gutsman grabbed him.
Yeah.
Mega Man kicks Cutman away. That was awesome.
Dude, okay. As cool as I think Shadow Man and Quick Man are, they're just the job squad in this episode.
Yes.
They're making Cut Man look good, and Cut Man's still falling on top of them. You know.
Really, they should just let Gutsman handle it. He had him. He had Mega Man.
This is the same scene where Gutsman has him, and then Shadow Man throws his thing and hits Gutsman like in the back. Gutsman just looks up like, Shadow Man, are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
I could have won. For the first time in my life, I would have won.
And then Mega Man gets away. He takes the thing and leaves and goes back home. And I love this so much because all the Robot Masters are they're following him. They're like, we're gonna get it back. And Gutsman's like, I wrote down the quote exactly. He can't take all of us. He literally just beat all of you like 5 seconds ago.
You're not wrong. Oh yeah, because they get out the machine when they chased them, and like right when they step outside the door, Mega Man's already shooting at them. It's like one of like the turbines in the back of the thrusters. It was so funny. Like they just look at it and look back at Mega Man like oh shit.
Like Gutsman wasn't even outside yet. He just comes out and he looks at the thing and he's like, "Oh, Dr. Wily's not gonna like this."
Proto Man's just sassy afterwards. Who cares? Gutsman's like, God damn it.
And Mega Man's stealth suit just suddenly works all again.
It works good
now. Like nothing happened.
And
well,
then,
you know what someone did as soon as he went home.
Good point.
Fixed it up. Also, he got that one thing like really fast. That weird holographic projector. I think.
The holographic thing. Yeah.
I was like, when did he get this?
It was effective.
What happened? It was. It just went on a while.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It worked.
It ends with Mega Man copying Darkman, and that is so cool because he doesn't even give you a weapon in the games, So the fact that they kind of pushed it, and like I thought that was so cool. And the whole time, just to myself, I was like, Darkman's weapon holds you. It's a dark hold. Mega Man X5.
Oh,
they copied it.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was really cool just to like see Mega Man do something that you couldn't do in the games,
Besides have eyebrows.
Well, yeah, but that goes without saying.
I don't remember him ever getting his mouth pissed in either. So
Oh God.
Well, you didn't get the secret ending to Mega Man 6? Come on,
I did not.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, they fly away in the machine, and like the right thruster that Mega Man shot is just all of a sudden undamaged.
Well, you know what someone did to its mouth.
Oh, wow.
Eddie's fixing everybody up.
It doesn't matter who you are, man.
There's one funny thing later, or I guess it's not funny. I actually liked it where so they put the moon back because Dr. Light built his own version of that machine, and then used the little technology thing that they stole, the plot device.
Plot
capacitor.
The literal plot device.
And like I like how they made Dr. Light's beam blue, while Dr. Wily's beam was like a purplish to show like a good intent and a bad intent thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of like artsy and cool.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to do that, but I thought it was neat.
Well, I really like that they just had a camera in space pointing at the moon, so when they hit it, Roll was like, "Oh, look, it's back in orbit now."
Yeah, that's a good point.
I didn't even realize that. God damn it, Mega Man.
The episode ends too with them being like, "We finally saved," and then like Rush is like, "The moon," and that's the end of the episode.
I like to think that like 90% of Rush's lines are just ad-libbed.
Oh, God.
Because it really feels like it half the time.
What's this episode about? The moon? Alright, I'll do a couple. Bark, 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 bark. Moon!
Vomit scene where I'm struggling really hard.
Yeah.
Stick your fingers at his throat. There you go, guys.
And then, I don't know if you guys watched the credits, but that song that was playing, like all the season 2 songs are really weird.
No, I didn't watch
Oh
credits.
no!
It was just
once I
like
get to the end.
It was just like this like, just go back and watch it. Like, all of the season 2 episodes have just like, I guess they're like actual songs that I've never heard.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. It was really out of place.
Because first season, it's just the super fighting robot theme.
Yeah, just without lyrics.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. There was a lot more fun than I expected.
It was a good episode. It was wild. Yeah. It was all kinds of things that were actually funny, and then things that weren't supposed to be funny that were funny.
Yeah, there was a lot of craziness. Probably my favorite episode.
Wiley
so
is just
far.
snapped at this point.
Yeah, it was really good.
This is about the time he's thinking about making 0 or something, you know? Losing.
Yeah. This is what pushed him over the edge.
If I can't bring the moon down, I'll make another robot.
Like, plan A was to make their own Eddie. And, and Proto Man's like, please God, no. And then he went on to plan B for 0. Yep. Base isn't canon for the Mega Man cartoon, so.
Yeah. Base is just a trash can.
Oh.
But, okay. That was fun. And thanks for coming.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yes. And thank you for watching. And we'll be back tomorrow with more. Bye-bye.
Bye. I like how I waved.
I saw it.
I did too.
It's just a... Stop recording.